Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive into all things tech.
Yeah.
Today, we were taking a look at Apple Intelligence.
Right.
And we've got a whole bunch of sources here.
Yeah, we do.
We've got excerpts from Apple's own website. We've got articles from Engadget,
Huh?
Tech Radar, Fast Company, 9 to 5 Mac.
Nice.
So we're going to go through all of this and figure out
Okay.
what is it, how does it work,
Yeah.
and how can it actually benefit you?
And I think what's interesting here is Apple is really taking a different approach compared to some of the other companies out there that are developing AI.
Yeah.
You know, they're really trying to make this like seamlessly integrated into your everyday life with Apple devices.
So let's unpack this a little bit.
Okay.
What exactly Apple Intelligence?
Well, Apple describes it as AI for the rest of us.
Okay.
And I think that's a pretty good starting point.
Yeah.
It's not some separate thing you have to learn. It's built right into your iPhone, your iPad,
Gotcha.
your Mac.
So it's working behind the scenes.
Right.
I don't have to like open a special AI app or anything like that.
And crucially, Apple is emphasizing privacy.
Okay.
All this processing that's happening is happening right on your device.
So my data is staying on my phone,
Right.
not being sent to Apple.
Exactly.
Or anyone else.
Yeah. It keeps your data private.
That's a big plus for a lot of people, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So now the big question. Yeah. What can it actually do?
Right.
So it launched with the iOS 18.1 update last week.
It did.
What are people using it for?
Well, let's start with writing.
Right.
Apple Intelligence is giving you this whole set of tools that can proofread, rewrite, even summarize your text.
So it's like having a super smart editor built in.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Think about all those times you've wished you had someone to double-check your emails, help you tighten up a presentation. That's what Apple Intelligence can do for you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now what about photos?
Photos.
Yeah.
Apple Intelligence is making some big changes there, too.
Okay.
One of the coolest features, I think, is this cleanup tool they've added to Photos.
Okay.
It uses AI to identify and remove objects you don't want in your pictures.
You know what? That's actually a great example, I think, of how Apple is really integrating AI in a way that's both powerful and intuitive. So the cleanup tool isn't just a cool feature.
Right.
It actually signifies this shift where AI is taking over these complex editing tasks that we used to struggle with.
Totally.
And making the technology more user-friendly.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah.
And another example of that, I think, is being able to search for photos by describing what you're looking for.
Exactly.
So instead of endlessly scrolling through albums, I can just type in beach sunset.
You got it.
And it'll find those pictures.
I was skeptical at first.
Yeah.
But I tried it to find a picture from a trip I took a few years ago, and it worked perfectly.
That's impressive.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of things that have gotten a major AI upgrade.
Yeah.
Siri.
Siri's been completely revamped with this iOS update.
Okay.
It has a new look, more natural sounding voice.
Right.
And most importantly, a much better understanding of context.
You know those frustrating moments where Siri just doesn't get you?
Right.
It's like they finally taught her how to listen with this update. I feel like the conversations flow
much more smoothly.
Way more smoothly now.
You can actually have a back and forth with Siri now. And it will remember what you said previously.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's not forget about notification management.
Oh, yeah.
I think we've all felt that sense of overwhelm when our phones are just constantly buzzing.
Those notifications.
Notification overload.
Yes, a real thing.
So instead of being bombarded with notifications, imagine if Apple Intelligence could filter them.
Right.
Show me only what truly needs my attention.
Exactly.
At this moment.
Yep.
That would be
a game changer.
A huge time saver.
For sure.
And stress reducer.
Absolutely.
So we've covered some of the basics of Apple Intelligence.
Okay.
What it can do right now.
Yeah.
But hold on to your hats.
All right.
Because things are about to get
boy,
even more interesting.
I'm ready. Apple has announced some seriously cool stuff.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Coming in future iOS updates.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about things like Genmoji.
Genmoji?
Where you can create custom emojis based on your descriptions.
Oh.
Think about turning your friends into emojis.
I could already see that being a huge hit.
Right.
And then there's Image Playground, which lets you generate like fun, original images.
Right.
just by describing what you want.
Like having a personal artist on call.
Yeah.
I think these new features coming in 18.2
Okay.
really highlight Apple's focus on empowering users to be more creative with the help of AI.
Okay.
But I think what's really fascinating is how they plan to take Siri to the next level.
Oh, you mean those reports?
Yes.
From Fast Company? About Siri becoming like a super assistant?
Exactly.
In the 18.4 update?
In the 18.4 update, yeah.
Okay, so what does that actually look like?
Well, they're talking about a Siri that understands what's on your screen and can actually control apps for you.
Oh, so I could be looking at a recipe and tell Siri to start a timer?
Yeah.
Or to like add something to my shopping list?
That's the idea.
That's wild.
Hands-free control of your device powered by AI.
Yeah.
And I think that has huge potential for accessibility too.
Oh, totally. That sounds like science fiction.
I know.
But it's becoming reality.
It is.
Okay, let's zoom out a little bit.
Okay.
How does Apple Intelligence compare to some of the other AI stuff that's out there?
Well, I think what's interesting is Apple isn't trying to create this separate AI experience.
Right.
You know, they're weaving it into the tools and apps that we already use every single day.
Totally.
And I think that makes it incredibly approachable. Yeah. Even for people who aren't that tech savvy. Yeah. You don't need to be an AI expert to benefit from these features.
And they're doing all of this with this strong focus on privacy.
Huge differentiator.
Which is a huge differentiator.
All that processing happens right on your device.
Right.
So your data isn't being sent to the cloud.
Yeah.
Or shared with third parties.
That's awesome.
It's a smart strategy.
Totally.
I think they're really combining their strengths in product design and user experience with cutting-edge AI. And a great example of this, I think, is how they're integrating ChatGPT from OpenAI.
ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Like the one that everyone's been talking about.
That's the one into Siri and into Apple's writing tools.
So that's interesting.
That is really interesting.
So ChatGPT is now powering...
Yeah, it's powering some of Apple's AI features.
Whoa, I know. That's huge.
It was huge.
Okay, so what does this mean for our listener?
Yeah.
How can they actually USE Apple Intelligence to make their life easier or fun?
Think about all the tasks you do
Yeah.
on your devices every day.
Right.
Writing emails, editing photos, searching for information, managing notifications.
Yeah.
Apple Intelligence can help you with all these things.
Yeah.
It's about making those everyday tasks faster, simpler, less stressful.
It's like having
It really is.
like a super smart assistant who anticipates my needs and helps me get things done.
Absolutely.
More efficiently.
And I think the best part is,
Yeah.
this is just the beginning.
Right.
You know, Apple Intelligence is still evolving. We can expect to see even more amazing features in the years to come.
Oh, for sure.
It's really exciting.
So we're just scratching the surface.
Yeah, we are.
Of what's possible with AI.
As Apple continues to develop and integrate these technologies, I think our relationship with technology is going to change in some really profound ways.
I'm excited to see where it goes.
Me too.
Okay, so before we wrap things up, let's do a quick recap of the key takeaways from our deep dive into Apple Intelligence.
I'm ready.
Okay, so we've learned that Apple Intelligence is this collection of AI features baked right into our Apple devices.
Yep.
And it's not about flashy standalone AI apps or anything. It's really about subtly improving the way we use our devices every day. From writing and photos to Siri. Even just managing all those notifications.
And a big takeaway, I think, is that Apple is prioritizing user privacy.
Yeah, that peace of mind is huge for a lot of people.
All that clever AI stuff is happening on your device.
Yeah.
Not in some far-off server farm.
Right.
So you're in control of your data.
And we've also talked about those upcoming features.
Yes.
Like Genmoji and Image Playground.
So cool.
Which sound incredibly fun.
I know.
Turning friends into emojis.
Right.
Generating art just by describing it. It feels like AI is about to unlock a ton of creativity.
I think so.
And of course, we can't forget about the potential of Siri evolving into this super assistant that understands what we're doing, helps us with apps, maybe even anticipates what we need before we even ask.
It's like having a little buddy in your phone.
It really is.
Right.
Like a super smart, helpful friend who lives inside your phone. So for our listener who maybe is hearing all this AI talk and feeling a little bit overwhelmed,
Right.
what's the one thing they should take away
Okay.
from this whole deep dive?
I would say don't be intimidated by the technology.
Oh.
Apple Intelligence is designed to be easy to use,
Right.
even if you're not a tech expert.
Totally.
It's about making our lives easier, not harder. So jump in.
Yeah.
Explore those features on your iPhone or iPad and see how they can work for you.
Right. That's great advice.
Yeah.
I think it's all about trying things out and finding what fits into your life.
Absolutely.
What do you think?
I agree.
Cool.
This raises an important question, I think, for you, our listener.
Okay.
What part of Apple Intelligence are you most curious about? Is there a task you're hoping it'll make easier?
Yeah.
Or a creative project you'd love to try with these new features?
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yes.
So keep diving into the world of knowledge.
Keep learning.
And until next time,
Yeah.
keep those brains buzzing.
And as always, stay curious.